Alright folks, here is my CO2 setup here. I have my flow meter going at, well, earlier it was just around 10, but it's kind of settled down to show 0, but yet it's still really actually flowing. Let's see, here we go. I counted it earlier and it was about anywhere from 5 to 8 bubbles a second, but as you can see, since it's kind of variable on its speed there, it was giving me different numbers. But this is what I currently have set up for it to work. I initially had zip ties on all the fittings, but as you can see here, I had to put a second small piece of the tubing all over the other tubing to get it to actually seal correctly, because as soon as I put anywhere above 10 psi on the regulator, it would blow the tubing lines off. Especially when you look at this check valve, the back one, this one right here, kept blowing off, and I actually have 2 pieces of clear tubing over top of it to actually seal it. As you can see here is the tank pressure, and well, it was at 10 psi, but it looks like it's settled down lower than that now. That's probably would explain. Oh, see, it just moved. What the hell? Okay. So far, this Aquatech regulator, I don't know about it. That needle valve is just barely cracked open, and the flow meter up here is also barely cracked open, and that was just to get what that was at 10 psi, or the 10 cc's a minute. So the one thing that then bugs me is with my, and excuse the mess underneath the sump here, hold on, let me turn the light on, is I have this DC pump. Okay, so I can't read it with the flash on. Let me turn the flash off. Okay, so I can't turn the flash off after that it's already on with the video. But the second pump in here is my pump that's pushing the reactor, and I have it set at 30 psi, or not 30 psi, 30% right now, and the output is literally right there at the main pump's input. So this tubing here goes right into the main, which then feeds the tank. And shoot, I bumped the power for the lights. Okay. So then inside the tank, everything is looking fine, except for the fact that I've got air bubbles all over the bloody place. I've tried running the reactor at a high percentage, 50%, and down to 30, thinking that should keep the bubbles up. But it appears to still be getting into the tank itself. I'm at a bit of a loss, and sorry for the mess of the junk all over. I was trying to get things working. So, do you guys have any thoughts? WTF? Let me step back. And you can kind of see in the video the all the little tiny air bubbles, or at least I can see it on my phone.